You're listening to Where You Live with Gene Sullivan.
Welcome back to Where You Live with Gene Sullivan. I'm broadcasting from the Natural Green Lawn and Landscape Studios and brought to you by Extreme Exteriors and American Family Insurance, the Kim Bennett Agency. As an American Family Insurance agent, Kim believes that there's much more to insurance than the policy itself. It's about providing you with dependable protection and services. Kim believes that trust and credibility can't be demanded. It can only be earned by what you say and what you do. Give her a call at 651-482-1598 and tell her Gene sent you. It's time for a message from the Minnesota Multi-Housing Association. The MHA Minute is brought to you by Start to Finish Maintenance Contractors. Start to Finish provides 24-hour service for all your home and business maintenance needs. Call Start to Finish at 952-259-1219 for your home, for your business, for your peace of mind.
Do you need products to successfully run your rental property business? Interested in a class about fair housing or rekeying locks? Want to use the plain language lease that is used by the majority of rental property owners in Minnesota? Then you should visit mmha.com. That's two M's, mmha.com. That's the website for the Minnesota Multi-Housing Association, the most comprehensive resource in the state for owners of everything from a duplex to hundreds of units, and for townhome and condo associations as well. They've been around for 40 years and put on hundreds of seminars, publish a monthly magazine, sell Attorney General-approved leases, and have countless other tools for property owners. While they are a membership organization, all of their resources and seminars and their annual convention and their spring conference and their orientation programs are open to everyone. For more information, visit the website, mmha.com.
Well, our next story here, again, as promised, it's out of the state of California. There may be a new law that may be requiring homeowner associations to provide the specific email addresses of every homeowner to any other homeowner who requests it in the association, even if the one homeowner said, I would like that be kept private. I don't want my information passed on to someone else. I don't want to be bothered by another individual. I mean, right now, in the state of Minnesota, for example, the only thing that is required when someone purchases a home in an association is they need to provide the association with an address of where they wish to have all official notices sent. It doesn't even have to be the address of the home. It could be a business. It could be a P.O. box. And that's all that's required. And if someone purchased it as a trust and has the name of an entity in an LLC instead of a name, that's all that they're going to get. And that person still has ownership of the property, but they have the privacy that they're looking for. But in California, that's not good enough. Apparently, here's what took place. Some disgruntled homeowners, and tell me if you don't see this taking place. A lot of you probably have. You've seen this take place in your HOA. Someone becomes disgruntled with a decision that's made by the board of directors. So what's the first thing they want to do? They want to tell. They want to tattle. They want to say, okay, now we're going to go to your bosses. And who are the bosses of the board of directors? Why, it's all the other people that elected them into their office. And so they want to contact and get the email addresses of every. They expect to get that of every homeowner so that they can start telling them all the bad things that the board of directors did in not giving them what they wanted, when they wanted it, and how they wanted it. Is this really what we want to do? This is about a matter of convenience. There is nothing that prevents this individual homeowner from getting that information themselves, but they're going to have to work for it. What do they have to do right now? They would have to knock on the door. And that would require someone opening the door. And if the person wanted to talk to them, that's fine. If the homeowner wanted to give them that information for the future, guess what? Now they have it. But no, that's not good enough. Apparently in the state of California, they want to make the state and the legislature would like to see things happen where it would be required. Let's make it easier for everybody who's disgruntled. Is that really where you want things to go? If you stop and think about some of the people who are disgruntled and some of the items that they're disgruntled about that live in an HOA, you would not want to begin to receive even a fraction of some of those emails. Folks, I can tell you stories. There is one gentleman in one association that comes to mind out in, it would be the southeast suburbs of the Twin Cities, who, if he sends one email and you send a response, it begets another 6 or 7 more emails and another 6 and 7 questions. And he wants to automatically continue to add everybody that he can think of, whether it's city council members, people from city inspections. I mean, the guy includes everybody, the dog catcher in the city, everybody. And it's gotten to a point where there's some city officials that have said, you know what? We don't need to be on this email link anymore. Please take us off. And I don't know if the homeowner does. He just continues to send it off. Why? Because he has learned that if I can continue to be persistent, if I can be a pest, I can get my way, not because of diligence in proving my point, but because people get to a point and they say, I'm just tired of you. I don't want to hear this anymore. And that's what's happening here, or could happen in the state of California. And I want to say, people in California, really, is that where you want to go with this? Do you really want that kind of ability for a homeowner who has, again, no discretion to be able to, what ends up being a list of spam emails? I can think of another homeowner who ends up sending us 2 or 3 emails a day about some of the same matters over and over again. Not because we haven't answered the question. The board has made a decision. We've given the board's answer as the management company, but they didn't like the answer. So they're coming back again and again. One of the attorneys in California said, maybe to prevent this from happening, it might behoove associations to take this step. If your association does maintain an email list that you use as a part of the way to contact the homeowners in your association with information on a regular basis, and a lot of our clients do this now, you may wish to have another little item that you bring up to their attention that asks them to consider whether they wish to have information sent by other homeowners on other issues that are between them and the board. So in other words, you may say to the other homeowners, if you want to start receiving and be on the loop of all other homeowners who want now this information to be given out and sent to all other homeowners living there, please opt in. And that might be something to consider. I got to believe that most homeowners are going to say, don't bother. I don't want to be involved with all of the minutia of all of the decisions, especially if the same person's asking for the same thing over and over again, and the board has said no. You want a purple door, and the board said, no, we're not going to give you a purple door. The person says, why? And I want to know why I can't send this out to everybody that lives in the association so that they get to see it over and over again. So I hope that things will be looked at before this goes to the Supreme Court. in California and becomes something that becomes a precedent. Well, hey, that's all the time we've got for today's show. It's been great having you with us. We hope you have a great rest of the weekend, everybody. We look forward to seeing you here again next weekend on Where You Live.
Bye-bye, everybody!
I have been chosen. Farewell, my friends. I go on to a better place.